What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales-related video. I'm like doing a question mark because I was not expecting this at all. Pardon if I sound weird. I actually just got a filling done on one of my teeth, so my face is all numb. So if I sound funny, that is why. Anyways, Tales of Luminaria. This was trademarked last year sometime, I believe in the later end of the year, and we just assumed that this was going to be like some kind of spin-off title or a mobile game, which it ended up being a mobile game, so there you go. But I was not expecting it to be revealed before Arise even came out, so that's very interesting that they're doing this. But yes, Tales of Luminaria is real. Yes, it's a mobile game. We're going to watch the teaser. I've already seen the teaser once. But we're going to go over what's in the teaser and see what we can glean about what kind of mobile game it could possibly be. So let's take a look. So it starts off showing you, all the years. Everything, yep, even shows up to Arise. Wait, actually, did they... Okay, they didn't show all the characters. They just kind of skipped the years. Interesting to note, they did not show the other mobile game titles. They just showed the mainline titles. So that already tells me that we'll actually talk about this at the end. Let's go through this. And now in a new world. Okay, very cool. It's obviously a city of some kind, but it's covered in like trees and whatever these green crystals are. Okay, another city. This looks kind of futuristic, almost like... in Zillia, Olympias. This kind of reminds me of that. A revolutionary new tale is about to be told. Okay, so it's going to be a top-down phone game. I'm not really... The way this game looks, I'm hoping there's an option for a side-by-side. Because if it's going to be action like it looks, then I definitely want to be able to hold my phone sideways. But we'll see. Okay, it looks like we're getting a look at our first three main characters for this Tales game. Okay, so you've got this guy in the middle is probably the main protagonist. He kind of reminds me of Adol from the East series. So we've got a red-haired protagonist over there. Looks like we got an older, fellow over here, probably the mentor of the group, and then we've got this little girl with goggles on the right. They're probably going to be our three main protagonists. Okay, you get to see how they fight. Interestingly... Oh, no! There were three more that I didn't see. Okay, so we have another guy right here with this white hair. I'm assuming this is a girl. I can't really tell from, the quick shots, but she has a bow and arrow. And then we've got another guy here. So it looks like 4 guys and 2 girls, which, they've been trying to keep things even, but it looks like this time not so much. I mean, I guess Crestoria isn't even either. It's 4 boys and 2 girls. Okay, so we can see from the combat, it looks like it's kind of free roam. It doesn't look like... It's not like Crestoria, where it's turn-based. You got your team and they kind of attack. And it's not like Raze, where you're in the arena with your team and you're kind of attacking. It looks like kind of like a Genshin type thing, where you can kind of, maybe not like fully like Genshin, but you move around and you actually fight. Yeah, you can turn your characters around, you do actual fighting. We had 3 more characters shown right here. I don't know if they're antagonists or what have you. Tales of Luminaria. For iOS, Android, a new project underway. And that's pretty much it, coming soon. So no date. This game is obviously not going to come out until probably next year sometime. Now, let's talk about a few things. First things first, 4th Tales mobile game. This is crazy. Currently, we have 3 ongoing mobile games that are still alive. Tales of Asteria, Tales of the Rays, and Tales of Crestoria. Obviously, Crestoria is only in English, so this will be the second English Tales gacha that it... Or, I say gacha, but I don't even know if it's a gacha game yet. It might not be. Odds are it is, because, you know, these mobile games, that's how they thrive. They thrive on the gacha aspect, but we don't know for sure. Now, so we'll talk about that. So there's going to be 4 Tales mobile games, which I already have my hands full keeping up with the content of 3. And especially if this is going to be a full action game, you know, I'm not going to be able to auto battle stuff. So this is going to be very interesting. I am hoping that it's not like an actual like free roam game, and that it's still like kind of mission based. You'll click on a mission, kind of like Dragalia, where you click on a mission, the mission starts, you kind of go through the maze or the level, you know, you fight enemies along the way, and then there's a boss at the end. Because then, if they at least do that, then there is option for an auto battle. You know, you can kind of have it that way where, you know, people have to farm stages or whatnot. So there is that. So we do know what the gameplay is like, at least. Second, I want to talk about, besides this little intro thing here, where they show all the Tales characters, this was something I wanted to talk about. They do not show the mobile titles, which tells me that this is probably not a crossover title, which is very ambitious of them to do a, I assume, free-to-play Tales mobile game that is not going to have the headliner characters that make all their money. Which means they're relying on this new cast to make their money. You know, whether we summon for weapons or whether we summon for characters, they can very easily do characters. You know, the characters you meet through the journey, you put them on banners, stuff like that, it'll be fine. And it's also an action game, so it's also going to be dependent on that kind of stuff, too. So that's another interesting thing, is that. Yeah, I mean, those are really the 2 main points I can really glean from this. Is one, yeah, you see action right there. So we see right here that you have multiple characters kind of fighting at once. Now, I don't know if this is you playing with other players, or if this is actually your team. Like, maybe you do set up a team of 3, and you control one while the other 2 kind of fight alongside you. You know, same thing over here. You kind of see one of the characters right here, and then you see one kind of behind this enemy right here. It does seem like there's a bit of free roam aspect to the game. The character designs don't really, I don't want to say they don't feel like Tales to me, but they kind of don't. Like, when I first saw this, I thought this was some, like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was some kind of like one of those bootleg games that's just using the name Tales. You know how like there's that mobile game called Tales of Wind that's obviously not a Tales game. But, I mean, even with the anime cinematics, I'm just like, this almost feels like Fire Emblem, in a way. But yeah, other than that, there's really not much else to say about this. I will obviously be covering everything up to this game, and I will be playing the game when it comes out. If it's not a game I'm really into, I really hope it is a game I'm into. I hope they have, you know, kind of what I'm talking about, where it's kind of more mission-based. I do like the exploration aspect, but I don't want it to be like Genshin, where I'm like running, I have to play, you know, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week to make sure I'm caught up on everything. So I do hope it's streamlined at least a little bit, but I will cover everything with this game, and hopefully I enjoy it so I can cover it on the channel as well. I think it'd be fun to, you know, kind of have an action game like this for Tales. You know, obviously, they aren't going to make another Tales mobile game that plays like Raze, that plays like Asteria, that plays like Crestoria. So I was very curious when I heard Tales of Luminaria is a mobile game, like, what's the action going to be like? And it seems like it's just going to be kind of open field. You know, you see enemies in the distance, you run up and you start hitting them. Or if you're playing as a bow character, you fire your bow and arrow. So it'll be really interesting to see how things develop with this game. I expect the next time we will get news on this game will probably be at Tales Festival in November. So for right now, I guess just if you're hyped for this, be hyped. If you don't really care, then, you know, it is what it is. But I'm actually really excited to see what they do with this game. Because since it's not going to be a crossover title, they're going to have to do some pretty big things to get fans into this game. Because a lot of fans are turned off by the mobile aspect of things, which I totally get. You know, people would much rather play something on a console. But I do think this could be exciting. I think they could tell a really good story with a brand new cast of characters that doesn't rely on the crossover aspect. So we'll have to see what happens. But Anyways, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I will post the link to the trailer in the description. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.